Okay. This time I'm live. Sorry about that, guys. I had kind of forgotten to update stream information and such, which is very important to have correctly set if I want people to join my stream, as I am not streaming Cards Against Humanity tonight, and probably won't for a while, because that requires me to get people together for shit. Also streaming something new tonight. I actually tried streaming this a little while ago, but it didn't really work because I didn't really pay attention and went like several weeks without patching anything, so yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll give people a minute to join back in before I really kick things off. I'll also make my announcements. Alright. I'm just getting everything set up. I think I've got the game capture set properly. Maybe. No. Not in the slightest. Okay. This night is off to a wonderful start. Next thing I know, I'm gonna get another spam war. And there we go. Why my links are still saying New Year's Finest there, but not exactly technical difficulties, Tucker. Mostly just personal idiocy. Which, hard to tell if that's better or worse. And now the Dauntless Launcher doesn't like me. Yay. Does this sometimes. There we go. Good. It didn't release a new patch in the couple of hours I was away at work. That's a good thing. Okay. And turning on desktop audio. I believe it's this one. Yes. And I want chat to be over that. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't hate me for starting it while I was in a different tab. Some games really don't like it when I do that. Dauntless may be one of them. Yeah, have a nice night, Rob. And I think it did. This game is still, you know, beta at the moment, so I don't mind the slight bugs and things like that with, you know, launchers. It is the time for working all that shit out. I I should probably have gone through all of this stuff before I decided to stream it, but let's just see about that. Let's try the settings. No. Okay, let's try launching it this time. I really should have launched it once beforehand. And okay, Twitch, or not Twitch, OBS does not want to pick this up. Damn it. And the moment I tabbed out, it freaked out on me. Again. Yay. Okay. Let me just check the properties here. Okay. Let's try this one more time. I'll let the full thing launch. And then I'll try and get it all working instead of tabbing out in the middle of its launch. Well, this stream's a mess. Oh, God damn it. I was accidentally in the wrong tab and it freaked out on me. Or is it just going to hang here and not let me start the game? It might do that too. If it does that, I may need to pick a different game for tonight. Great. Yeah, maybe it's doing something. Having a harder time getting this to run than I had with New Vegas. Oh, okay, it's working now. At least I believe it is. Options first. Okay. And it doesn't allow for 1280 by 720 for some reason. Why? Huh? So that's a little confusing. Usually I stream in 720p so that I can have the window a proper size. Doesn't seem to be a fan of that. Is that a 16 by 9 resolution? I think it is. Also, is stream picking this up now? Okay. No, but let's see if I can make it pick it up. Okay, there we are. Let's see. guess 1280 by 768. That's a weird resolution. But if that's what I have to stream in, I guess. Okay. This is bizarre. Nuker, we are playing Dauntless tonight. It is sort of like Monster Hunter, but also not Monster Hunter. At the moment, it is in its closed beta, and you can buy a beta key, which I did a little while ago, and haven't gotten around to playing this since I bought the beta key. You can, or you can wait until it releases, and it's going to be free. Which is gonna be nice. Okay, turn VSync off, because fuck VSync. I'll try medium. View distance, I do like my view distance. I'll try everything on medium, and we'll see how well that goes. And I have no idea with the interface. I'm going to try Vampire the Masquerade at some point, but I've been meaning to try this game for like a month or so now, and I almost did at one point, but then I needed to patch it, and it was going to take like an hour to patch, so yeah. I've been really excited for this game for a little while, so I just figured, you know, it'd be fun to give it a shot. And once I get sick of this, which I probably will, I might give Masquerade a shot.
Hello, and welcome to the Dauntless Closed Beta. From everyone here at Phoenix Labs, I wish to thank you for joining us on this journey.
Okay. I was just expecting it to drop me into a tutorial world or something, but this is good too.
Since launching our technical alpha, we've made vast improvements to Dauntless by working with players and discussing feedback with our one-of-a-kind community. You're about to play an early access portion of the open beta coming in 2018. Unlike some other betas, Dauntless is still very much a work in progress. You may notice bugs and crashes. Everyone here is working hard to make Dauntless the best experience it can possibly be. Welcome to the Shattered Isles. Here, humanity survives on floating cities and island outposts, traversing the skies aboard airships. Savage behemoths remain an ever-present and growing threat to humanity's survival. But against them stand the Slayers, heroic fighters who dedicate their lives to battling the behemoth menace. You are a Slayer recruit, about to begin your journey by facing off against the Gnasher, one of the many behemoths preying upon the land.
I don't know. It's a style that I see fairly frequently DCP, so I don't think I've got a right to judge.
This is just the start of your adventure. Over the coming months and years, we'll be adding more behemoths and weapons, stories to explore, as well as new ways to experience Dauntless. We look forward to joining you on the hunt and hearing your feedback. If you have any questions or comments, head on over to playdauntless.com.
All right.
From everyone here at Phoenix Labs, happy hunting.
Yeah, I wanted to get my first impressions of this on stream at the very least. Oh, I have to hit skip intro anyway. But yeah, I wanted to get my first impressions of this game on stream. Just so, I don't know, it just felt like something I wanted to do. Selecting by choosing ancestors, huh? Okay, it's an interesting way to go about this. I guess. Okay, he looks like a badass. This is an early access Monster Hunter-like. And they have been doing, you know, steady updates to it. Whoop, I'm getting some frame drops. That's fun. They have been doing steady updates to it, and it has been looking fairly good. So I'm, you know, reasonably excited. Okay, camera's not rotating. I guess I'll accept color. Let's see, hairstyles. Now it's working. They've been fairly clear that they're not gonna do loot boxes. There are some microtransactions because it's free to play, or will be once it's released, and I just need to pull my microphone a little closer. And for paying for the early access stuff, I get I have, you know, some boosts and things like that, which should be nice, and you know, I can get behind that for the most part. I'm going for the ponytail. Tight ponytail or regular ponytail? Yeah, regular's how I tend to wear it, so why not make something akin to myself? Okay, so there's only 2 body types. Got it. Facial hair. Hell no. Apparently mustaches are something that just got put in the last update, so... Or facial hair in general. Moustache. Huh. Yeah, screw it. I'll do the braided goatee. Make myself look like a Viking. It's not trying to be a WoW killer. It is, like I said, more like Monster Hunter, which is a series that I have great love for, despite having not played in many, many years. Yeah, we'll go with that. I look like an idiot. Cancel. Let's check the eyes. I spend way too much time on character creation. It is a little bit... And I tend to make absolute monstrosities by complete accident. Make that a little smaller. I do find that it is a little bit harder to make a complete monstrosity in this engine than it is in any Bethesda engine, but that's more of a testament to the shittiness of Bethesda's engine than anything else. Yeah, I kind of like about that. That looks good. There we go. Hey, Sean. I didn't know that you had a Twitch account. Yeah, the background music for this one is actually really good. I'm quite happy with it. Let's see what some of this looks like. Quite like... Where is it? Survivor. That looks good. At least I think it does. If I really wanted to go for Viking, I would put on makeup, but no. Yeah, let's go with this. That works for now. I think they're planning to do a server wipe when they go public, so... It's not exactly an MMO, DCP. It's not aiming to be an MMO. It is aiming to be Monster Hunter, but free and on the PC. And while Monster Hunter World's announcement for the PC was something of a surprise, I have several viewers there right now, Sean. I have no idea why it gave you an error. Let's see. Hey, Zal. Let's see. Hello, Slayer. Stranded by a mysterious aether storm, you must survive until rescue arrives. Search this small island for useful resources. They can provide crafting material and useful supplies like potions. When you are ready, seek out and face the behemoth known as a Gnasher. Slay the Gnasher and your airship will be able to return and rescue you. Choose mouse and keyboard or use a gamepad to play the game. Press tab on your keyboard or the options button. Okay, light attack, heavy attack, etheric burst, overdrive. Okay, so it incorporates mouse movements, and I think I'm gonna need to turn the graphics settings down. I mean, I think optimization is not exactly their primary thing at the moment. And I'm also turning motion blur off, because I forgot how much I fucking hate motion blur. I do want to keep view distance high, though. Actually, it's probably post-processing that's really hurting me. Let's try that. See how well that works. Mostly okay, and I still need to check my... It's not an MMO DCP. I've said that. It's really not. Come on. Did they not put in a sensitivity meter? Please tell me they didn't forget to put in a sensitivity meter. That is a terrible idea. Okay. Right, I am still going to turn off some, or turn some settings down to low. Okay. It's all down. It is all down to low at the moment. Good. Hey, Eli. Hey, Mr. Tribe. Okay. Looks a little off at this sort of size. And I'm getting some real stutters here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bump up the DPI on my mouse. Okay. Okay, I need... Now it's... Okay, I think it might be lag for the most part. Which is something of a shame. No, it... Free-to-play does not make it an MMO. And, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to play this, at least not on stream, if the performance is like this. This is a real shame. And the resolution scale is locked. It's really not an MMO, though. That's... Oh, wait, no. They put windowed. Okay. Let's try full screen. So, let's see if this works. Let's see if I see any noticeable performance changes in full screen. Okay. And it doesn't let me change my resolution now? But it lets me change the resolution scale, at least. Let me just... apply this. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I think the resolution in... or not the resolution, the sensitivity in menu and the sensitivity in game are completely different. Okay. Let's bring this back to windowed mode so that I can actually see what's going on. Bump the resolution down to its lowest point. which is also a box, which is not what I wanted. I'm thinking the performance issues are a combination, because streaming is not exactly processor friendly. Okay, now that okay, so I think resolution scale still has some kind of effect, even once I'm out of full screen, but I can't access it unless I'm in full screen. That's weird. So the game probably looks like garbage right now, and it does not perform hugely well. Okay, let's try some combos. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, that I can do. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so I'm supposed to spin my mouse like that, I think? Okay. It's gonna take me some time to figure out. And I may, once I can get my controller working again, I think I'll start using that instead. My performance appears to be okay now. I think it may have still been loading in a couple of things. Let me try. I wish I could, you know, bump the resolution scale up a little, or, you know, anything. Let me try bumping up my texture quality. I can't read that. Effects? No. Let's try bumping up texture quality and overall graphics quality. Okay, no. So overall graphics quality does just affect everything. Let's try bumping up my texture quality and my view distance. Okay. I think I can handle it at about this. Yeah. I think that's the thing that I'm supposed to hunt. Okay, space is not jump, space is roll. I have an old AMD processor. Ow. I am very much still learning this game. I am fighting a giant animal right now. My timing is off. I'm not used to it. Okay, so I need to wait until the end of an attack before I can click again for another attack. Got it. I am not doing well. Okay, so it looks like rolls sort of cancel stuff. Probably just going to stick with light attacks for the most part for now. I don't think I'm going to stick with the sword. Just not playing how I want it to play. That's no, that is okay. That is one. Okay, good. Okay, I do have a coming out of roll attack. good to know. Oh, I think that was it. Maybe? No. Wait, no, I'm only hitting twice, not two times. Shit. Okay. Arnoline heal. Shit, 3 times, not 2. 3 times, not 2. There's a reason I don't play fighting games. And haven't touched a Monster Hunter title in a while. I'm terrible at combos. Okay, and it does have locational damage. I do know that. Ow. I know that I can cut off its tail. And I kind of had a feeling I'd be fighting a chicken beaver of some sort, although I'm more excited for the giant evil snow owl thing. I mean, they're a little more creative than Monster Hunter, to be quite honest. Monster Hunter basically just goes, here's... It's a dragon, but it's totally not a dragon. We gave it a different name, see? Shit. Shit. Roll away, roll away. God damn it. 3 not 2. 3 not 2. I need to remember that. And roll when it jumps. And roll when it swings. What did I just say? Meter only applies. On. Rolled into that. I swear I'm not that bad at this kind of combat usually. Like, I'm reasonably good at Dark Souls. Hoping that I would turn at some point during any of that. This thing requires me to be far closer than I'm comfortable with. I need a pole arm. That I could stagger this thing and not just it staggering me over and over. Huh. Okay. It was alright. Took me 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah, even for, you know, low graphics settings. Now that I got things running, they seem to be okay. Untouchable. There's a reason I usually play the tank, and not the DPS. I'm not great at avoiding damage. Huh. Alright. That was kind of fun. Okay, who am I kidding? I had a lot of fun on that. I've really missed playing games like this where it's, you know, me against large monsters. I started playing the original Monster Hunter on the PS2 many years ago, but after they'd long since disconnected all of the PS2 servers for everything. So I remember playing I remember trying to get through that part where you have to steal a Rathalos egg on my own, and I think that was where I gave up on the game, because oh my god, that is bullshit. That is the most miserable thing I have ever done in a game. Because the moment you grab the egg, new things spawn. You can't set the egg down or it breaks. And then you have to go back for another. And I would rather not sneak past the Rathalos again. You take one route, you get accosted by little velociraptors. You take the other, you get accosted by boars and little assholes who steal your things. Okay. It seems to hang a little on loading screens. I'm assuming that you guys can hear that high-pitched whining noise. That is coming from my heater. It is a horrific high-pitched noise that it's been making for the last couple of days, and it fucking terrifies me, because I have no idea what the cause is. And I have no idea if it's dangerous or not. Yeah, I know stream died. It's apparently Dauntless is too much for OBS to handle. It just said that their encoding was overloaded while on the load screen. So I think that may be a bug with the load screens, maybe. I'm not sure. So my game doesn't, or my computer does not like when this game wants to load anything, but it's fine once I'm in for a little bit. I'm starting to notice. Frostfall, the coldest season in the Shattered Isles. You totally stole that name from Elder Scrolls. It's time of celebration, feasts, and fellowship. Okay, I'm going to see if I can change some settings in OBS to up the encoding settings to hopefully fix some of the streaming issues. I have no idea what to do there, actually, so I'm not going to screw around with that during a stream when I'm liable to fuck something up. Okay, let's see. Silver Nicola, the Frostfall Queen, a legendary figure who spreads gifts and cheer to all the people of the Shattered Isles from her silver airship. It's time when a surge of frost drives the fiercest behemoths into the Shattered Isles team up against the heroic Slayers of Ramsgate. During Frostfall, Slayers can earn special rewards like emotes, flares, sigils, and banners from the grateful citizenry, while harvesting unique gatherables and recipes to help them mark the season. So bring your warm weather gear, a hot beverage, and your brand new war pikes. Oh yeah, they just added war pikes. I think that's going to be my favorite weapon. Let's see, Frostfall is a special seasonal event that begins late December and runs through early July. It is early July, currently. Okay. New quest, intern quest. So, I will admit that some of the I've also heard that like most systems struggle in Ramsgate for some reason.
Let's talk, Captain.
So from what I've been able to tell about this game, it's a little MMO-y in the hub town, but the gameplay itself is not MMO-y at all, because you can only have a maximum of 4 people on a hunt together. But you can wander around Ramsgate and hang around with people. So that's cool. I have no idea what I'm doing here. That is controls. Is that the map key? That is not the map key. Wait, I never said this game wasn't multiplayer. That is not a button I meant to hit. What the hell am I carrying? Oh, I accidentally planted a flag. I have no idea what I just did. Okay. Let's see. Let's check the social thing, I guess. Friends? No. Recent? No. Guild? No. I'll probably create a guild at some point once I have a better computer and can play this more. Let's see. Load out. Let me... The borrowed sword. Chain blades. War pikes. Borrowed war pike. I think I'll be using the war pike for now. I know they've talked about including a ranged weapon, which, you know, I'm sure some people are gonna love. Let me see if I can find us a quest. You.
The day finds you well, I hope.
Check your journal or look around for quests.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Slayer.
Is
And
that
good luck.
going to be J? Yes, it's J, although it freezes for a moment. Okay. I have no quests. Going from being questless in New Vegas to questless in Ramsgate. Okay, I think that's a quest. If only I could actually turn. It's not an MMO. It's a multiplayer game, but it's not an MMO. And you can do all of this without... It's like an MMO would have a big world that everyone could wander around together and would focus primarily on very large groups of people. This game focuses on having... Like, it has a hard 4-player max on hunts.
Are we off again?
Yes, quests. New quest.
Ready for a fight?
But you're glad to be back on solid ground. You saved Kat's life and slayed a rogue Nasher all on your own. That's impressive. I have no idea who Kat is. I don't doubt you'll be a full-blown slayer soon. You'd better check in with Kat. She'll be eager to talk to you. Speak with Catherine Sorrel. Cool. Yes, I understand.
Give him hell, Skipper.
I wish it would just kind of exit the dialogue, maybe. Okay, where is... I wish it would give me some kind of indication as to what direction these were in, apart from having to look around like this. But yeah, I've been hearing reports that the hub town is, in general, not well optimized, which I'm definitely seeing. I was getting, you know, reasonable performance after a little bit in the hunt, but... Oh, she was right here.
What's happening, Slayer?
Why does your voice sound familiar?
You might make a decent Slayer yet.
I guess, kind of. It's almost entirely Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter always had its hub town with quests and things like that, and a job board, and guilds and things like that, although you really needed to associate with people offline if you wanted, or offline or out of game if you wanted to. Right. You really needed to join up, you know, out of game if you wanted a reasonable, well-equipped team. your students reaches a new rank. Why do Slayers allow themselves to be ranked? Because it's smart to know the capabilities of those you're fighting alongside. It helps ensure Slayers are hunting where they'll do the most good. Fair enough. Your loadout screen to view your current rank progress.
You've got a knack for this.
You did well out there, but your gear took a beating. Good thing the weaponsmith owes me a favor. Talk to Will Borman at the Borman Smithy. Right.
Good luck, Slayer.
Okay. Okay.
Really should be working on the books of the Broken Blade, I suppose.
I really need to get around to building a better computer, but all of my money is going towards school right now. Otherwise, I would get around to it. This thing is not really holding up anymore. It's a shame.
My favorite Slayer. Don't tell the others.
Alright.
You're the pride of Ramsgate.
Alright.
Do this little thing for Wills.
Crafting interface to upgrade at least one weapon. Okay.
Keep your blades sharp.
Which is that? Do I hit C for that? Maybe? No. Let me check in my menu. Well, it is all, you know, pre-release stuff, so. Okay, where? I want to say that. Okay. To you.
Slayer, good
Okay.
to see you.
Yeah. There it is. No, I do not want to upgrade the sword. I want to upgrade my war pike, because that seems fun. I mean, it's, you know, most multiplayers do that. Don't tell the others.
Look
Okay,
who
let me
has
just test
returned.
tabs up there. Good to know. True Austin craft, but I did my best to improve this crude metalwork. It will do well until we can forge you some new weapons. You may want to try the other weapons you possess to test their effectiveness and use. I'd recommend you try them on a target such as a rogue Gnasher.
Seeking work.
So the
Wills can assist.
giant beaver chicken. Okay, I can go do that. No. Armorsmith Moira Heigsketter.
Thank you for your patronage.
That is a weird mix of Germanic and Irish.
What do you say, Slayer?
And also a terrible spelling of Moira. Quests.
Never doubted you for a moment.
Let's see. Oh. One mask on the house. Okay.
This won't be easy.
Sure. This is gonna be, I guess the breastplate makes the most sense. Because theoretically it would.
Don't get yourself killed.
I'm not gonna spend too much time upgrading stuff that I'm probably going to replace soon.
Now, where did...
She also said to equip that mask. Wait, that's probably in loadout.
Good to see ya.
Hey.
Well, smack my anvil and call me Moss. You did it.
What? What is the fuck is that saying? Alright, protect me, damn sight better than before. Alright, fair enough.
Think you could help me out? Remember, no armor is proof against stupid.
I will absolutely agree with that, at least. I'm just gonna try getting all the baseline quests done. I'll probably
Good to see you.
probably end it there just because of the performance issues. Because this is something of a mess. Dr. Priani.
That's how you do it.
Right. Finding...
I could
The
use your
sheltered
assistance.
frontier, huh? Alright. I can respect wanting to murder monsters. That is a perfect... That is half of the characters that I've played in various campaigns. Right. And go back to Katrin. Okay.
Fair skies.
Performance issues. I might look around for performance tweaks that I might be able to use. How have you not figured out? How has this guy not figured out how to use potions yet? Fine, I'll tell him. My keyboard will stop lagging.
Got something interesting, Skipper.
Okay, what am I supposed to be doing anyway? At the very least, you'd think that the menu would load in a reasonable amount of time. So you can destroy, form a hunting party, and set sail. Rogue Drask, Rogue Embermane, or Rogue Charog. Okay.
Well, sometimes I regret giving up my Slayer. I remember.
Where do I go to put together a party? I'm assuming out to the boats.
What you want?
No?
Bring me back something nice.
Okay. I don't want to... Oh, stop freezing. Jeez, I can barely move here. Just want to do one more hunt and see if this persists through it.
Got time to talk?
Or if this really is just the hub town being horribly optimized. Because, I mean, I'm on a very old and outdated system, so I don't expect many games to run well for me. I kind of wanted this too. Maybe it's in the menu. Style? Oh, right. That's how I look. Of course. Store. No, so it's not in the menu. And now the menu's frozen. Jesus fucking Christ. Is this maybe where I go to start a hunt? that's for my founder pack stuff.
Over here, Cap.
No, I don't want to take a new quest.
Glad you're here.
Check your journal.
Don't let your guard
for you.
down.
Wait, is it here? Okay, so it's this job board, which I kept walking right around. Okay, patrol the sheltered frontier. Yeah, let's see if we can find a party. See how well that goes. Oh, a little quicker than I expected. Okay. He looks significantly better equipped than I. Time it starts making that noise, I duck my head down. Seriously fucking feels like it might turn into shrapnel. I don't think it'll give us too much trouble with only 3 people. 4th might be useful, but, you know, who cares? So what's that? I think he's using a nicer war pike, and he's using the chain blades, I want to say? So I'm not actually sure if I have anyone in chat at the moment, because... Restream, nice as it can be sometimes, I can never tell if there's actually anyone in chat, because the numbers they use are kind of broken. At this point, I really don't think we're finding a 4th person. Hey, welcome back, Tucker. Yeah, the restream still says there's no one in chat on YouTube or Twitch, so I'm just gonna say that it's glitched out or broken or something like that. Since it usually seems to be, yeah, it's definitely incorrect at the moment. Let's see if I can do this. Will this fix anything on Restream's end? Maybe? No, it will freeze the chat. Oh, it will change how the chat is formatted. Interesting. I do not like that format. I'll keep it how it was. It is incredibly glitched. So now I know not to trust that for a measure of how many people are watching. Alright, 30 seconds. Hopefully... Oh, nice. Now if these people will just ready, so that I don't have to keep waiting. I mean, it's only 10 seconds at this point, doesn't really matter. Did they all just disconnect? At the same time, am I glitching out? Or is my connection screwed? Or is that just is that just an oversight? I really hope that I didn't just spend all that time waiting to get stuck on a solo hunt anyway. Because that would really suck. Yeah, taking its time loading as usual. I wish more multiplayer games would just let you start loading a level the moment you hit ready so that you can just jump in once you're good, but... Okay, now, I'm here with people. And my god, are those graphics glitched. Which is probably... a big chunk of that's probably on my end. Oh, nice, and it leaves things around for everyone. Okay, he's using the shotgun hammer. I think there's fall damage, I hope not. Okay, there's not. Good. Now is when it's from Tetsu. Actually, technically, a couple of months. Shit. I need to get out of here. I am glitched into the monster. What are my combos? Lots of lights or lots of heads. Okay, I suppose this is a new weapon. So that's fair. I wish this had a little more reach on it to compensate for that. At the moment, but I think something that's called a pike would have a good amount of reach. And also I appear to be hitting a little to the left of what I'm some idea of a support class being added at some point of some kind. I'm not really sure. It's not so much this game, it's that I have it on all low graphics settings because I have a shitty computer. Let's try the heavy. This game also has, you know, an art style. A lot of it is artistic choice rather than anything else. I really feel like it should attack, like if you're holding, or like if you're looking in a different direction, that it should maybe change where the attack is. That was quick. Well, quicker than last time. By about 10 minutes. Nice. I feel like that is a far more appropriate. Huh. I might have done better if I could actually properly play. My god, is my computer terrible. I think I'm gonna end this here. Not the stream, but this game. And switch over to something else. Yeah, and rate this reasonably high. Hey, you're welcome, man. They also, if you're not aware, Shogi also posts, all of the AGP writings on his own website, which is, I believe, theallguardsmanparty.com, and it's just the writings with none of the thread stuff mixed in, which is usually where I read off of. It's much easier to parse. Yeah, I think that's about it for Dauntless, for me tonight, and for until I can upgrade my computer. But I need to pick out what to play next. I don't think I'm gonna do New Vegas tonight, because usually I get way too engrossed in New Vegas once I start playing it. I could do Hitman, because I've recently got that working, the original one, codename 47, which could be fun. Potentially I could play, let's see, I installed Bloodlines, but I haven't installed any of the patches for it yet, or any of the, you know, community stuff, which could pose a problem, a rather severe problem. Yes, I already saw this. Hopefully they do something later on that will, you know, keep it from...
Hey, if you have a second.
Ah, there you are.
Okay, I thought
Don't
I was
be a
supposed to talk to
stranger.
you again after that, but okay. But yeah, I think that I'm going to exit out of this for now. Yeah, I do have it, and I have installed it. I just don't have any of the patches in, which I'm a little... I've heard it's not exactly a bug-free game. So, you know, there's that. I'm also gonna try killing a few tabs, and seeing if that helps, because I have way too many tabs open in my browser right now. right, I upped my DPI because I thought that sensitivity was a big issue. Apparently it wasn't. I would very much like to play Thief or Thief 2, but those games are an ass to record. And they're somewhat infamous for, oftentimes you'll get the gameplay to record, but bringing up the map or opening or one of the cutscenes playing will crash recording software. And it's rather infamous for having issues like that in it. So that might be a problem. My entire computer is starting to lag out a little right now. Everything has just frozen up. This is not uncommon for me. It tends to do this after getting through a more demanding game or something like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of I do tend to either have weird luck or weird bad luck when it comes to things like that. Either everything will run completely fine and I will not see a single bug ever, or I will get nothing but bugs for the entire playthrough. And on top of getting nothing but bugs, I will also get bugs that no one has ever seen or reported before. Because that has happened to me before, where I've just gotten bizarre issues that people keep, that it's like, hey, I'm having this issue. What can I do to solve it? This issue doesn't exist. It's like, I know that it exists. I'm having it. It's like, for instance, I really enjoyed the first Crysis game and was not very fond of 2. But the first one, that game was really fun. So, I think, hey, I'll play the expansion. I'll play Warhead. That'll be fun. And Warhead did not work. My browser is currently frozen, and Steam is having trouble opening itself. But yeah, Warhead would not work, despite, the same issues that happened with Warhead should be the same issues that happened with the base game. But for some reason, the things that fixed that issue with the base game did nothing to do to any of the problems that Warhead experienced. Huh, I have a coupon on Steam for something that I've never heard of. And Steam is now trying to download things. I wish it wouldn't do that without my say-so. Oh, it's updating Battlefront 2. Nice. I should really get around to testing that out a little. But let me see. I'd rather not play anything that I intend to play of on stream. Just because that feels like people will have to sift through a stream of something they're not really interested in for a thing they are interested in. So I'll figure out something to play. The hell is this, and why do I have it installed? I have no memory of this game. Shit, there goes the heater again. It's hanging for longer every time. That's really scaring me. Let's see. Let's try... Fuck it. I think I'm gonna play a little Overwatch. That sound good to everyone? Because I prefer, you know, games with high amounts of story, I kind of prefer to do on their own, because I intend to do them, you know, until I complete them. So it just seems a little odd to start one in the middle of a stream of something else. See, is battle.net opening, or is it being a bitch? I think it might be doing the latter. Everything is taking fucking ages. And my browser has crashed. So that's annoying. Everything appears to be crashing at the moment, which is odd and worrying. Is my computer gonna die on stream? Possibly. I hope not. But I would not be surprised. Although I think WaterFox is just freaking out and dying again, because it does that. Alright, this appears to be helping. It was almost entirely my browser, of course. Not that that was really a surprise, but okay. Let's kick off some Overwatch. If the game feels like launching. And Battle.net has crashed, but that's nothing new. Or surprising in the slightest. Okay, shouldn't be too long before this gets started. I don't know what's going on with my computer tonight. I should probably give it a restart and see if that helps, but I don't know. It's just sitting on a blank screen right now. Alright, let's try killing Overwatch and restarting it. That just seems to be what I have to do with everything tonight. Okay, here we go. It's working this time. Maybe. At least it's not a blank screen. Okay. Which Prey do you mean? I've played none of them, but I'm curious as to which one you mean. I hate all of these modes. The fuck is low gravity? I'm not. No. I'm just doing quick play. Right, on defense. Great. Just my fucking luck tonight, eh? But yeah, I have not played it. I am not exactly happy about what Bethesda has done with the whole Prey thing since the Prey 2 incident, which I think I've gone on about at length before. When it does this, I usually have to restart my search, of course. Restart everything. Excuse me while I blow my nose. Yeah, I mean, it looks okay, but I still would have vastly preferred what Prey 2 was going to be, rather than the System Shock-like that we got. Because it was going to be sort of a weird space noir sort of thing, and it looked really cool. I was like nearly done, but the studio didn't want to be owned by Bethesda, so they canned it. That was the actual honest-to-God reason. Which is kind of shitty. We're fucked. Ah, quick play. What a fucking mess this is. I like the cut of this guy's jib. Let us kick some digital asses. I really hate the pre-match wait. I mean, I know that it's there for a reason, to let the attackers get into position, but I am an impatient son of a bitch. Something's going on up there. Looks like they got a mercy, so that's going to be troublesome. Yeah, BioShock is System Shock Under the Sea, and New Prey is System Shock but with aliens instead of a psychopathic AI. Okay, a little surprised at the lack of resistance, but then again, this is quick play, and they might be throwing because it doesn't matter, because it's quick play. Yeah, they're definitely throwing. Fun. I'm a tiny bit stuck here. Oh, thanks for the free shield. Oh. Yeah. And I mean, have you seen that System Shock 3 is being released soon, which is very interesting. Given that originally System Shock was meant to be a trilogy, but they never got the chance to release the third one since they closed down. I think it was Ion Storm. Poor Ion Storm. They got caught in so much bullshit. They kept making critically acclaimed games that did not sell. This is several problems. Like, Ion Storm made... It was comprised of a lot of people who were in Looking Glass, I think? So it had a lot of people who worked on Thief, and people who worked on Deus Ex, which was another Ion Storm game, and people who worked on some other game that I remember hearing was very good, that I think had to do with time travel. And then they also worked on Daikatana, which was Daikatana. But yeah, they kept making games that were to like massive fanfare, critical acclaim, and they just didn't sell for one reason or another. And then Daikatana fucking brought them down. It's rather disappointing. Hyped for the new System Shock, you mean? That's a good thing to be hyped for. I should probably update the stream info, but I think I'm going to go to bed after this, so... It's not like it really matters. And we're just letting the Bastion steamroll us. Nice. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Fine, sure. Deus Ex kind of survives in the modern age. Mankind Divided was a mess. Human Revolution was good, though. It wasn't really very Deus Ex-y, though. It was supposed to take place before the original, and yet it was... Everything looked a hell of a lot more futuristic than the original. Where, you know, it was New York, and it was fucking filthy. Yeah. I should have turned that on quicker. There we go. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about the original Deus Ex was it looked very, it was, you know, it was New York, and it was dirty, and it looked like New York. And then new Deus Ex releases, and it looks like this clean, bright, futuristic city and all that, and it's like... And that's supposed to be Detroit. It's like, are you telling me that Detroit is more futuristic and is just all around nicer than New York? I'm not saying New York is the nicest place in the world, but it's sure as hell gonna be better than Detroit. Okay, we might still get this. And stay on the fucking objective. God damn it. Yeah. And, like, a lot of it was just, like, very... immensely far-fetched. Like, the whole point of Deus Ex was to be gritty cyberpunk sort of stuff, and full of conspiracy that was kind of over the top, but still vaguely realistic. And... like, very near future, oh, this could happen sort of stuff. You know. Anyway, I'm signing off for the night. I'm barely awake right now. I'll see everyone later. I forgot to turn desktop audio back on.